Well, hello there. Oh, good evening. Yeah, I got to be professional about this. Good evening and welcome to Fowl Territory 352. I am your cordial host, Gizzard Gary, star of stage screen and all that jazz, stuff like that. So, welcome one and all to the show. It is the last Monday of March. Today is Monday, March the 30th. 2 days away from April Fool's Day. And just as I'm getting started, gun websites just gifted 5 Gizzard Gary memberships. How about that, folks? Let's give him a little bit of noise for that. All right. Thank you very much. So, Pop Art Gen X out there, Nancy Drew 6568, Tailgate Tiger 5114, Knives Are Life, love that one, and 2A Dave all receive gift memberships. So, very cool. Thank you, G Webs. Appreciate that. Didn't have to do that. Always appreciate it. So, let's see real quick, who we got out there in the audience. First one out there, or almost first, he says, is the Gun Snob, followed by Gun Websites. We have Rob D, the New York Outcast, out there in the audience. And we have Rich White, who is also in the back waiting to come in. He's out there and in here. We have Packrat's Attic out there. We have Kentucky Rimfire Justin. Ms. Packrat is also out there. And Boomstick is in the audience. We also have Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy out there. Vulcan Rebel is here, as is Dale Pogue. We also have Hillbilly Up all the way at the Ozarks. He's out there. Run 2A Matters just got done with his show. He's out there. And Jay Delta, one of his panelists, has also joined us. We have Weston in the audience. We got a lot of people in here. We have Alex Parlin. And then the wonder from down under, TJ, Fishing and Shooting. He says, "G'day, everyone." G'day. And we have a new channel member. Weston has just joined the Gizzard Gang, or rejoined, I should say. He was a previous member, waiting for him to rejoin. So he now is getting his moderator wrench back. He is a member. Very cool. Thank you, Weston. I think we ought to give him.
I say, don't forget to put him on the wheel.
Oh, yeah. Also need, well, that'll be Wednesday. We don't do a wheel tonight.
Well, I'm just reminding you, because you forgot to put Ron.
But he does get a gong. He does get a gong. That is gong worthy for sure. So let's see. We had Jacob S. out there. He says, "Yo, gang, we got Agorizer out there." Weston says, "I'm back in good standing now." You are indeed. Guns and Barbecue out there and in here, waiting in the back with Rich. There's one more back there, too. I'll let you know here in a second, because we are through. We got 20 people already out here.
It's
very,
fun.
very cool. So, yeah, I know who it is. But you spoiled, you stole my thunder, man. You stole my thunder.
Oh, was it really? I had no idea. I figured it was probably going to actually be G-Webs, but...
Nope. So, anyway, let's say hi to my esteemed panel, and maybe later they'll tell you what they're esteemed about. So first, coming to us from the Keystone State, who does a Thursday night chat, and he does all kinds of other stuff, and he's just an all-around good guy. Say hello to Guns and Barbecue.
Hello.
Hello.
Guns and Barbecue.
You said say hello to Guns and Barbecue, so I said hello.
Exactly. At least he has manners.
I guess. All right. Well, thanks for being here. And since he's already spoken, let's introduce this guy next, besides he's next in line anyway. But he comes to us from the valleys of West Virginia. He hosts a show on Sunday nights called This Week Unloaded on the Unloaded Media Channel. This is Rich White, baby.
Yo.
Indeed. Welcome aboard. Last but not least, the former king of the late night, retired, or I guess, shall we say, streamer emeritus. Say hello to the mouse man himself, DM Foss.
Up.
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 Okay. Okay. Very good. All right. Welcome, one and all. Let's see who else snuck in here. While I was saying hello to these guys, I do see at least one. Oh, Abigail Finnegan is out there. Hello, Abby. Also, Ozzy Orsborn barking at the moon. All right. G-Web says, I have too many Facebook followers to associate with a YouTube channel this tiny. Ain't that the truth? I know what you're saying. We have another panelist. Let's say hello to G-Webs. Good evening. We are not hearing you.
This must be AIG Webs.
Does this work now?
There you go.
If this works on Facebook, my other microphone works on Facebook. I thought it was on Facebook Live. I didn't realize this was YouTube anymore. I used to be on Facebook.
He requires a lower standard to work here on YouTube. So I don't know if your fancy Facebook mics work well over here or not, but we'll try it. See if we can get it to work.
But thanks for hosting. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Boomstick says, there is no valleys in West Virginia, only hollers. Is that true, Rich? Should I call it a holler?
No,
Yes.
It's not a holler because it's a city. So the cities aren't in hollers.
Are you,
Hollers out
are
in
you
the-
in a valley? Are you really in a valley?
It's a valley, yeah. To be in a holler, you got to be out in the rural areas.
Oh, okay. A holler as opposed to a draw or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Denny's plant-based journey is out there. Wow. 23 people. Want to remind you, if you want to be eligible for the swag drawing, the hashtag, if you haven't already figured it out, it's #FT352. You will win a sticker pack consisting of some of my stickers, and then most of them come from our good friend DM Foss, who doesn't want me to mention him on my channel, but he didn't get a chance to tell me tonight, so I forgot and did it anyway. And he just provided me with let's just say a host of more stickers to pick from. So you will get, I'm not going to give you one of everything because I'd have to pay $10 in postage to ship it to you, but you're going to get some stickers, by golly. I think
the technical term is shit ton.
A cubic F ton or something like that. Yeah. It's a lot. Let's just say a lot. There's a lot there. And if you check out DM Foss's channel, he actually did a video with his sticker book where he had one of practically every sticker he's ever made. I think he said he might be missing one or two. But
yeah, there's a Thunder on the Prairie one with DJ on it. But I gave them all away. And that was before I realized I should keep at least one of all of them, all of the stickers. So
how bad
I
you
don't
want
have
one?
any.
How bad you want
In
one?
case there's any lawsuits, you mean?
I may know a guy who has one, and it's not stuck on anything.
I wasn't told not to stick it on things, and now I'm talking to a lawyer.
I say if you made any of those stickers with an animal that wears a hat of any sort, you will definitely get a lawsuit from Buc-ee's.
But
I was thinking of the things that happened to me physically because of these stickers.
it wouldn't be the first time I had to send stickers back to Foss because he didn't have one of them and asked me to collect one of each and send back to him. So
Well, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that so DJ didn't think I left him out on purpose.
Also, I've been licking a lot of these stickers, and I feel like I'm having some health issues now.
They don't stick real well after you do that either, do they?
No, not at all. It doesn't stick at all after that.
Yeah. You almost
It doesn't say not to lick them anywhere.
that's true. There are no instructions.
But your problem is you're confusing them with postage stamps.
Oh,
They could have been postage stamps for all I know, with an adhesive, sticky back on them. that
they're
was very
probably
tasty.
cheaper than postage stamps now.
Yeah,
Kind of like
they
fruit
might
stripe
be.
gum. It's like fruit stripe gum. The first couple of licks have a lot of flavor, and then they lose their flavor after a couple of
Gonna
dozen
say.
licks.
I pay maybe 50 cents a piece for my stickers, and you can't get stamps that cheap anymore. And these are a lot bigger than
How much
postage.
are stamps now? I haven't ever bought stamps since.
I heard they're going
buying
up again.
sheets. But they're not 50 cents, are they really? For
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, they're over that. Yeah.
Oh, snap. I'm still using stamps that I bought a million years ago for
Currently,
whatever.
they're 78 cents.
Yeah. Forever stamps are great.
Whoa.
Forever stamps are great because even if the postage rate goes up, you don't have they're
Yeah, that's
still
what I'm saying.
valid.
I'm using forever stamps from like the 90s or something. So I had no idea.
Mhm.
I think I bought them at 25 cents and I thought that was a ripoff because they were whatever, a nickel or something weird.
I want to say hello to Block 9 out there in the audience. Also, Blitz is out there. And Weston says they have this new stuff called self-adhesive. It's a game changer. Oh, now you tell us.
I heard that when Gizzard was a kid, they paid him to take stamps. It was
When Gizzard was a kid, they paid kids to lick the stamps, and the adhesive was lead-based.
I am old enough. This is no joke. Anybody who's close to my age out there in the audience, maybe back me up on this. There was a time when you had two different stamps. You had regular stamps, which were 8 cents, and then you had airmail, which were 10 cents. Not all mail went by air in those days.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and I thought you were going to say like the book rates or something, because I can remember even when before the internet, you could like go to the post office and buy book rate and send stuff like Slow Boat.
They really cracked down on media mail.
Oh, really?
You cannot have anything extra in with a book. Not even a greeting card.
Denny says 78 cents, but the talk a week or so ago is that they expect it to go up to $1. Yeah, that's what I heard.
And it says 100.
Oh, I need to go buy some
Well,
stamps. Then. Holy
then he
cow.
said, just kidding, $1. Alaska One Andy is out there. Pack Rats Addict says, what about 1 cent stamps? You can still, I think, get those. They use them sometimes on parcels and stuff like that. But just, if it's a few odd cents, they used to anyway. Now that pennies aren't a thing, they may got rid of the 1 cent stamps too.
Like
Because there's still cents in postage, though, and that would be like you're saying, like somebody wants to just send exact change or
Right.
whatever. They can
Yeah,
buy a link to those.
going back to Denny's $100. Just the way the post office is going, just give them a year.
Yeah, that's about right. Weston says, I still got my stamp collection from when I was a teenager. Me too. Agorizer says, I licked so many green stamps from Mom, my tongue doesn't have bumps. Anybody remember green stamps?
Oh yeah, my mother
Yeah.
collected them.
More from the Brady Bunch than anything else, though, for me.
We have another gifted membership. Blitz just gifted 1 Gizzard Gary membership. Thank you. And the
Right on.
recipient is somebody named, I'm not sure I can pronounce this, Duriel Tiaki, something like that. Yeah. So thank you, Blitz. I guess we need to gong him too. Right there. He supported the channel. Thank you very much. On top of being a channel member for 36 months or more. So he's gone above and beyond the call of duty. And yes, I said duty. Jacob S says, how is everyone on this fine evening? Staying warm, or are you keeping cool with how much the weather is fluctuating? Depends on the day. Today
Mhm.
is 85 degrees here. In Kansas City, which was a home opener for the Royals, they set a record for opening day high temperature. That's how hot it was in Kansas City today.
Yeah, it's
I heard you guys are in some serious danger out in the Midwest.
Fire danger.
Yeah. You're actually drier than the Sahara right now as far as humidity goes.
Yep, because we got high winds and it's very dry. So yeah, extreme fire danger right now here.
Like
So,
8% humidity.
yep. No
That's
burning.
just bonkers.
No burning. Weston says, oh, yeah, green stamps. My mom did those.
Yeah,
Denny
that's-
says, many businesses today don't use stamps. They either have prepaid account where they put the code on the mailing or it's metered. I just enter the data and push print and it spits out the sticker. Yeah, that's what I do for my stuff I mail out for the channel. I have a service I use that I save money on postage called Shippo. I have a discount link in my description if you want to check that out. Hint, hint, hint. Save you some money on postage. But I bought a shipping label printer. So I'm pretty sure G-Webs has several of those too. So good investment if you're going to send out a lot of mail. For
I
sure.
don't use them anymore because now whenever somebody buys something from gear websites, I just get an Uber to the and I just send it to them in an Uber.
I
with a
figured you
smile
used
on
one
it.
of your drones maybe and just carried it to them that way.
Oh, that's an even better idea.
Yeah. Weston says, oh, yeah.
As for these
we've had
people, if they
wild-
seen a drone coming, they'd shoot at it though. So I think I'll stick with the Uber.
Kansas City, I heard, is about to begin Amazon drone service. So that should be interesting. Weston
Buy a
says, oh, yeah.
drone.
Hmm?
Buy a drone from Amazon so that when they drone drop it, you can just fly it right away from.
That's an idea.
Mm.
We've had wildfires almost every day, 40 plus mile an hour wind today, wind gust. Blitz says no wildfires in northern Illinois, just either blizzard conditions or 80 degrees.
Yeah, here it's either
Nice.
80 plus degrees, cold, or a combination of the two and raining.
You just have 100 every day. 100.
Packrat says, I've seen an Amazon drone here. I have not seen one here. Of course, I'm far enough out in the country. The drones wouldn't have enough battery power to get to us. They'd run out of juice. Do they have gas drones? That'd be cool if they did.
They do.
Do they? Oh,
Oh, yeah,
wow.
for sure. Like
They'd
the
be
ones
more
that do the crops
noisy,
and
but
stuff. Yeah, but the ones that do the crops because they need a gas tank. Well, but I don't know. Not
they
all.
spray with drones now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the biggest things.
See, we still have the old-fashioned crop dusters here. So
I mean, it probably depends on, terrain and stuff like that, but places where it's tough to fly a plane because it's so, the right, it's too big for this and too small for a plane. That's when those giant drones come into play. And the thing is, you can set them up with like a pattern or whatever, so nobody even really flies them. You just, set them off from a trailer. They go do their thing, and they got a pattern. They fly, so it's not like somebody's with a remote control worrying about it.
Yeah, the one tree service around here when people hire them to care for their tree in their backyard or whatever, they'll use a drone to spray in the branches and stuff to kill the bugs and whatnot.
So I have a complaint.
Uh-oh.
This past
Where's Reggie?
Saturday evening, I actually had to go to bed at a decent hour and
That's
get
horrible.
up at a decent time because somebody didn't have their Saturday night show. And it just didn't feel right. Like everything was off about this past weekend. It's like, I can't adjust to this.
I didn't know. I almost got arrested. I didn't know what to do.
I know, right?
Rob D said he had nothing to listen to when he was working on Sunday.
What's he doing working on a Sunday?
Is
Oh,
always
you'd have to
working.
ask him.
Or working at all for that matter. I don't. Gerald Muir is out there. He says, hello all. We got 27 people out here. Now, on the giveaway, we only have 13 people entered. And I remind you, we are live on Rumble and on Twitch. Yes, we are actually indeed live on Rumble this week because I did remember to set it up today. I set it up late last night. So, yeah, we are live on 3 platforms. You can enter the giveaway on all of them, Jacob. Watch him win now. He'll probably win on Rumble this time instead of Twitch. But out there for everybody. And I could use the Rumble subscribers. I'm up to around 83 now. Jacob found that kind of funny. Denny says a lot of people were complaining in Guns, Beer, and Therapy on Hillbilly Stream saying they were not sure what to do in the middle of the night without Foss. I'm usually sawing logs during that hour. Well, a lot of people, like Ron Wayne, if he had to get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom, that was an excuse to hop onto the show. And I think a lot of people just hopped on for a few minutes just because they happened to be up around 2 o'clock in the morning. Rob D says, I might need therapy now without the mouse party. Are you covering the cost of that therapy, DM Foss?
Oh, sorry. That ship has sailed.
Does your
Ran
insurance
aground.
cover that?
That's safe.
I still think there needs to be at least one more, because from what I understand, there is one more. I don't want to say entrance, but intro that still exists.
And of course, he waited until weekend. I was out of state to do this, so I couldn't be on the last show when he said goodbye. So I had to hear it from Rich.
I heard that those intros were put out in the, like, by the gutter for the garbage to take them, and some vagrants from Winos took them and made a house out of them.
I got off my plane last Monday night, got in here to do my show just in time, and Rich says, oh, Foss quit doing his show completely. I'm like, seriously? What the heck?
Oh yeah, you weren't there last week, huh?
I was not.
No, he was slacking.
Well, I was
Just world traveling.
I was in Texas. I was. So yeah, sad to hear another streamer lost to the abyss. Of course, Guns and Barbecue went for what, year and a half without streaming, and
It's
Look
probably
at-
about a year.
look at him
about-
now. I mean, shoot,
I heard
he
five.
reinvented himself.
I heard Foss sold out to the radio, and now he's going to be doing a radio show for the big bucks.
He should do a baseball show. He should do a
Mhm.
Mariner show or something like that. Reinvent himself. And Denny says, yep. And Gary cried for the first 5 minutes of the show, then was silent the next 5. But he finally got to the show last Monday night and finished strong. Yeah. Rob D says, now we're stuck with half-ass rigged brackets. That's true.
Yep.
I'll never trust a bracketing.
I heard for the final show, he actually had a 32 team bracket or whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm. A real
His
bracket.
first time ever. Of course he did, since I wasn't there. But that's okay. I'm not bitter. But,
Like I said, there's still one more intro, and knowing that Foss is a perfectionist, that intro should not go to waste. He should do at least one more show.
Oh, there were a bunch more, and I had already started making intros for the Sunday show.
well, thank goodness he's already done quite a few of my video clips and stuff like that for my channel and several other people's channels, by the way. So you'll still hear him every once in a while, and you'll still see his artwork if you win my giveaways, because the majority of it comes from this guy. Jacob S says, Gary, do you remember the old 1970s Plymouth with the big spoiler? Well, apparently there's one in my area going up for auction towards the end of this April at Wolf's Auto Auctions.
That's going to go for a pretty penny.
A
Talking
Roadrunner?
about the Barracuda?
Superbird.
No, Superbird. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Superbird.
Plymouth-
The Dodge
Plymouth
version was
the-
the Daytona.
Yep.
wow. You should buy it, Jacob.
You got the money.
You ain't
Just
got no
trade 'em
wife
Liverpool.
or anything like that, and you don't own that many guns, and you could sell some of your knives and have enough money to buy this car.
I still think you should trade zipper pulls.
Yeah, could do that too. Fairly
Depending on the
sure.
condition that thing's in, that's going to go for some big bucks.
Muscle car.
Yeah, they had to do the tall wing in order to get the aerodynamics, because if they did a spoiler, it would have had to been like 3 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of going backwards, they went up.
Well, I think you should get that, Jacob. I really do. So
Me
my
too.
question, Foz,
No.
had you already paid for a year of StreamYard, or were you just paying by the month?
No, I paid. Of course I
Oh,
paid.
so you're stuck with it for a year.
Well, I used about 6 months of it almost.
Did you really? Okay. Couldn't remember how
Do
long you
anything
paid
live
for
ever again?
Eh.
He should just do surprise jump up shows. When you least expect it, all of a sudden, Foss will be online. Fooled
Like
you.
this
Here
Saturday.
I am. I would totally watch. Agorizer's out there. He says, my IWI zipper pulls are among my most prized possessions. He's out there on Rumble. Wow. All right. Block Knight says Superbird up to 500K. That might be a little. I don't know if you got that many zipper pulls. That's a lot. Wow.
The
500.
Superbird helped kill the muscle car. Is when they were doing air sampling for pollution, it was one of the only cars that could keep up behind a jet that was taking off. So they would follow a jet that was taking off to get air samples and test for pollution, and that all helped lead to the regulations that killed the muscle cars.
Now, Jacob sent me a link to this Superbird so he could share it with everybody. Just so you know, you can do that yourself, Jacob, because you're a moderator. You can post links yourself, and you have my permission as long as they're not too illicit sites or anything. It's going to get us in trouble or anything like that. If you've got a ranch, you can post a link. They were banned from Winston Cup, Block 9 says. So anyway, I did go ahead and post Jacob's link out there for him anyway, just because I'm nice that way. So I wonder if he's wanting me to, maybe I should bring it up and show you. I could do that too.
Yeah, maybe that's what his intention was.
Well, maybe. Let's do that. Yeah, well, I killed 2 stones with 1 bird, see.
One Superbird?
What are you, Chuck Norris?
I am. Look at that. There's your sign. It's not very big. Can we make what? Don't quit changing on me.
Look what you did.
I didn't do it. I'm innocent. I'm innocent, they say. I wanted to get that a little bigger. There you go. It's not going to stay big. I guess you'll have to deal with it because it's not cooperating with me. But anyway, several different views here. It's definitely blue.
Mm-hmm.
There's the engine. The interior. Looks nice.
I've always liked that color blue with that white interior.
Maybe you should buy it.
I had a model of a 67 Belvedere with that blue and white interior.
I feel like Foss should buy it. I mean, after all, he hates guns now.
Well, he's got extra time on his hands now that he's not doing live streams. He could tinker with cars now.
Ooh.
Jacob's asking, think it'll break 100 G's? I wouldn't be surprised if it
Wouldn't
started
be
at 100.
surprised in the least. Listed as having less than 8,000 miles, he says.
Yeah,
Wow.
that thing is going to bring in some big bucks, especially since there weren't that many of those made to begin with.
Dude. Weston says, why would they list a 26-inch radiator? What's significant about that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Might have
Another
had
car.
different options for the radiator, helping keep it cool, or who knows what.
Who knows? Jacob says, it says a 440 V8. That's a big one.
Mm.
What she said.
It might have pulled
That's
a little more
exactly
money
what
if it would have had the Hemi,
Does it have a Hemi?
but still,
Overrated.
it's gonna bring in some big money.
Well, a built 440 will beat a Hemi.
Mm-hmm. That's just, people seem to want the Hemi more than the 440 when it comes to those things for some reason.
Oh, it's all hype.
Yeah, oh, I know. So I said
It's
for some
name
reason.
recognition. Somebody out there is just having their head explode right now.
Probably.
The barbecue said that the Hemi's just hype. How dare he?
You know what
Yeah,
I just
really.
noticed? You know what I just noticed?
Nope.
I don't have an icon up in the corner of my screen. I cannot do a show
Uh-oh.
without an icon up there.
Then I didn't even
Now
know we were
it's-
live. I thought this was
now-
all just the rehearsal.
Yeah, I thought
Now
we were
it's official.
Mhm.
By golly.
pre-chatting.
We got to start over.
Well, since G-Web's in here, do I have to put that up in the corner? Well, no, then they'd get confused and think it's his show. So I better put that one there. Or I could put George up there if I wanted to. I have lots of choices. I could do this, or I could do this. But normally, I do just this. At this part of the show, anyway. Because I have nothing better to do. And unlike Mr. Foss, I have no expectations for this show. I've been doing it since 2018. Yeah.
Looking at the comments, though, I don't think Jacob realizes just how rare of a car that Plymouth Superbird actually is.
We got Grim Reaper reviews out there. The Iowa Bacon Czar is here.
I did hear, I watched a video. It was an interview of some of the guys that worked on the Roadrunner, and the horn, the meep meep horn,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
when they were trying to figure out what they wanted the horn to sound like, there was a guy that worked in the office that he'd always have like these big pile of files and stuff, so he couldn't see. So when he'd walk down the hallway, he would say meep meep. Or no, it wasn't the car, it was the cartoon. Sorry. That when they were making the cartoon, they didn't know what they wanted it to sound like. And when the guy was working on it, the dude happened to walk by the office and go meep meep, and he's like, "Hey, come here." And that's how the Roadrunner got his meep meep.
Wow.
Nice.
Want to say hello to Skagit Valley Guns out there in the audience.
I just saw him Sunday.
Did you? Well, very good. Very
Yeah.
good. Wow.
I need to see him.
You need to see a lot of things.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
You're a funny feller. What am I missing in the private chat? Let's see. Oh. Not that I know of to answer your private chat, G-Webs. I don't know of any way to do it.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. I was trying to log in and I just hit paste like an idiot. Didn't even think.
Oh, no. Let me look real quick. I've got to do a quick errand, folks. Bear with me. See if I can do this or not. Let's see.
It's not like YouTube where you get a place to do your own.
Let's see. I try. Okay, it let me do it. All right.
Thanks.
I don't normally have the Rumble screen up, so I had to go over and open up a tab and go over there. Let's see. Grim Reaper Review says, greatest contribution to your show is the ton of ex-wives and more to come part of the song. I die laughing every time I hear it. Wow. There you go. A testament to the talent of DM Foss.
There'll never be another song.
He should post music on YouTube. Then I could do music reviews of his music videos.
When was the last time you did a music review, Mr. Gizzard Gary?
In about a year. This last summer. Abigail says, if I'm going for a car to race in, I want something that doesn't lose too much speed when taking corners. Packrat says, the horn was from a Volkswagen Beetle. Jacob says, what would your dream car be if y'all could afford it in perfect condition? Well, let's go through the panel. Guns and barbecue? How about you? Dream car.
Ooh. Either a 68 GTO or Chevy Nomad. Chevy Nomad is first on the list.
Alrighty, Rich.
I want my 69 Camaro back.
Alrighty. Foss.
I don't know, like a 1925 Duesenberg.
Ooh, a doozy. Nice.
Really?
Like it.
That'd be sweet. They'd make many of those. G-Webs.
Well, it implies that we're not just getting it and selling it or something like that. So I'm
Right.
gonna probably say just some modern cop car, probably.
Abigail says 2024 Porsche GT3 RS. Blitz says, I just want to see C5 Vet. Pop-up headlights are peak cool. Also LS. Weston says late 80s FJ62.
Is that a
Pat
truck?
I think. Pat
It's a
Gratz.
Toyota. It's not a Jeep.
Oh,
Toyota.
not a Jeep. Okay. Pack Rats Addict says Shelby GT 500 Grim Reaper reviews 70 Chevelle SS LS 6454 Muncie 4-speed cal induction hood green with white stripes. Very specific. Wow. Okay, cool. Ms. Pack Rat says 1964 Ford Mustang. Not a bad one. Grim says I had a 55 Nomad wagon barbecue.
Son of a gun.
A lot
I'm
of
so jealous.
like hot rod type of road cars, but you just like drive around. I'm thinking of something I want to go camping and go up into the mountains and shit. So I want something more practical than just a road, like a lowered road car.
Now, just to prove how unpredictable this show can be, I had no idea this was going to be a car chat going in. But I'm good with it. Skagit Valley Gun says DeLorean with a Mr. Fusion home energy reactor. There you go. 88 miles an hour.
Yeah.
TJ Fishing and Shooting says, I nearly bought a 69 428 Cobra Jet Fastback. Nice.
Well, if we're going to do movie cars, I want Michael Keaton's Batmobile.
Darn it, you stole mine.
I want the original Batmobile.
Oh, that would work too.
That'd be super cool. Somebody has it. I forget who. Well, there was more than one, I believe, but
Mm-hmm.
There's a company that makes reproductions.
Yeah, there is.
Saw that there's a company that's making, modifying lawn tractors to look like little semi tractors. I was like, I need that in my life.
Somebody going back to the person that said the DeLorean, there's actually a company out there that has the old DeLorean frames that were never finished, that they're finishing them and putting an actual engine with that actually can move the car and better suspensions.
That's a triple black.
They didn't have good
Triple
engines.
black CUDA and Phantasm.
No, DeLoreans didn't have a very good engine. G-Webs.
Is it like
It was a 6-cylinder.
It was their engine, like they didn't use somebody else's.
Yeah, it was
But
their.
they had to cut costs, so they only put a
Mhm.
6-cylinder in it.
Yep.
When they were
And-
making it in Ireland.
Yeah, and it was underpowered. They marketed the DeLorean as this great sports car, and then it didn't have any power.
Remarkably, the AMC Eagle was a step up.
Mm-hmm.
How about
The Eagle
the
was a
Pacer?
4x4, right?
Yes.
I
I'd
was
actually like to get my hands on one of those. That'd be pretty sweet.
I've never actually seen one in real life, but they seem like a good idea when I see pictures of them.
DJ Play Nice is out there. He says Ford GT40. Denny says, I loved the Nomads, but now I just want something comfortable, powerful enough, but with decent fuel economy, good AC, and that keeps the road noise out. Just need room for me and my wife.
Yeah, I knew somebody who had an AMC Eagle wagon, and that thing would go through anything.
Pretty sure my grandfather had one. I remember riding in it a few times.
So a lot of suggestions out there in the chat. We got 31 people watching this mess.
That's it?
That's it. Well, that's it. Let's see. 30 on YouTube and 1 on Twitch right now.
Wonder who that is.
You want to take a guess? Pack Rats Addict says, funny thing, my Durango is just as fast as a Shelby and a whole lot more comfortable.
So the thing is, like, recently I've had the experience of driving in a lowered, like, tight suspension fast car, right? That's built to go fast. And also a 4x4, which can go pretty fast, but it's a 4x4, right? And as much as I like the fast one, it's like kind of awesome because I'm used to my van, right? Around town and stuff, like unless I'm on the highway and it's a nice, and I'm in Arizona, so we have nice stretches of road, but we also have like where they don't bother and the road gets destroyed and it's like a dirt road. And it's like driving in a wheelbarrow or something. So I'm wondering if all these fancy cars y'all are talking about like would be really all that comfortable unless you're like on the highway or in like a smooth parking lot, because just driving around potholes and junk like in my faster car it's like driving in a wash machine, or you're like sitting on a wash machine or something.
Jacob says, speaking of a Shelby, I just drove past one in my neighborhood Thursday. I had a friend out at work that had one just a few years ago. But there's one thing I don't have right now. Well, I actually do have. That's not true. Don't lie to the people. But I do want to talk a little bit about gear websites because they are your source for every Second Matters gun channels gear, ammo ID, and more. They have patches, stickers, and other items, and every Friday is Free Patch Friday. So buy cool stuff at gearwebsites.com.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
I wash my dog with Gear Websites and it keeps his coat shiny.
I bet it does.
He doesn't itch anymore either. I like lick himself as much.
What he does in private is the dog's
That's
choice. We're not going to out him like that. Come on.
That's true.
If you could do it, you would too.
Packrat says, problem with most of those cars, I have a hard time getting in and out of them. Yeah, that can be a problem anymore. TJ says, I do a lot of hunting in the bush, but a 2.5 liter turbo boxer and a 1.6 ton Forester is a lot of fun.
Is TJ
He's
a
a lesbian?
lesbian?
I don't know. I wanted the same thing. I mean, there's no way he's talking about Subaru, right?
He didn't say he was wearing Birkenstocks or anything like that.
Yeah, the Forester is a lesmobile.
Yeah.
Does he got a man bun too? I mean, good
Subaru came
Lot of
right out and
times.
acknowledged that they marketed it towards.
So my apologies to anyone who is offended by
Most of the vehicles in Australia, from what I understand, have like the doors welded off, and like they have a lot of barbed wire holding things together, and like shotguns strapped underneath them and things like that. There's hardly any windshields, just a lot of grates and chains.
Who has the Forester?
TJ Fishing and Shooting.
Oh, TJ.
You know,
Abigail, do you have a Forester?
Abigail says, if gas mileage wasn't an issue and I was going on a road trip, I'd pick a 1980s Cadillac. Might as well be comfortable sitting on a couch while driving. TJ says, yes, but a turbo means I'm butch. Weston says he's not in Colorado, so he could drive something other than an Outback. Last I knew, Abigail was driving some BMW or Mercedes or something like
Oh,
that.
so she's faking it. TJ's the real one here.
Abigail says, unfortunately, I have no Subaru in my garage. She's under the radar.
I went on a date with a chick that was driving Subaru a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, this is not a good sign. She's like, what? I was like, are you a lesbian? She's like, no, why? I was like, your choice of vehicle. She's like, what's that got to do with anything? I was like, oh, let me learn you something. She's like, you've got to be kidding. I was like, dead serious.
It's a box spider special.
Right?
Wow.
Best part, like, I was like, you probably got my neighbors all friggin' worked up now. They see a Forester pull in, they're like, oh God, he found another one for us.
Yeah, and there's a reason they call it a boxer engine. Come on.
The views expressed by this panelist are their views only and do not represent the views of Gizzard Gary or anyone else. Oh, Abigail says, currently saving money to get my girlfriend's 88 Crown Vic towed from Georgia.
Ooh, nice.
Those are comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob's sending me a picture of something. Yeah, something I just found recently, and these things can go upwards of 60 to 75 mile an hour. My Jeep can go that fast.
Is he sending you a picture of the wind?
Oh, wow.
Is it a Yamaha XS650?
It's not time for GORN, but it might be time for this picture. So 60 to 75 miles an hour on this. No, thank you.
Get rid of the banner, right?
Yeah, can't see.
Or the text.
comment.
Shit. Just looks like somebody standing there.
Is that some kind of Segway thing?
It's a one wheel.
Looks like.
It's like a unicycle.
Holy cow.
It's got a helmet on.
I feel a little bit safe.
Abigail says, to be fair, I never said I was a lesbian. I have no preference for gender. There you go, labeling people.
I didn't start it.
I didn't say anything about Abigail. You did.
Yeah, barbecue
already
ribs, shut up,
somebody,
Abigail.
oh, no, somebody out there did.
It was all Rich.
Made some
Oh,
remark
me.
about whether she drove a Subaru or not. Now, which one of you was it? It wasn't me. Skagit Valley Gun says, I hope they require you to be an organ donor to ride those. Abigail says, at least they're dressed for the slide. Now, Blitz says, Gear Websites improves intimacy results in clinical trials. Wow. I don't know that they don't make that claim in their advertising. At least I've never seen it on their website. So
It's a beneficial side effect.
What you do with your Velcro patches is not my business.
that's true. Your mileage may vary. Oh, we got Mr. Knives in disguise out there. He says sexual chocolate. So what's up, guys? Hi, Mr. Knives.
Hello.
Chocolate. Gotta love it. It's pretty bad when I know people by their street names. And now you know. That's Mr. Knives. He's been outed. His name really isn't Knives, believe it or not. His last name is not Knives after all.
Mister.
That's a stage name.
Ooh.
Sketcher Valley Gun says, when you want to get her in the mood, just show her your patch collection. Does that work, G Webs? Wow.
Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
chicks dig patches.
Grim Reaper review says, may cause cancer in California. That's about everything does. So
Yeah, everything causes cancer in California. Personally, I think it's just California causes cancer, and they're just trying to blame it on everything else.
I don't know. I just think it's the Edgar patches. And say those things, if you ever smelled one of those, holy cow.
The what patches?
The guy from Colorado.
There's
Wasn't
lots of people from Colorado.
I
Yeah.
know. I thought his name was
I know a
Eg-
few.
thought his name was Edgar. I could be wrong. I say it's a weirdly shaped yellow bordered patch I can't think of right now, and then now I'm gonna have to look at my patch wall to figure it out.
Mr. Knife says, PC broke. I got a stupid phone. Ah, I got you. All right. Let's see.
Nope.
Weston
Nope.
says, "What? Okay, what are we smelling?" Wow.
Snob.
This-
That's what you're smelling. It's a,
This stream has gone off the rails so far. I don't even know if it can get back. Wow. Vader is from Colorado, Abigail says. Darth Vader?
Van Vader.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. The gun snob's out there. He says, FO, Foss. Wow.
Fun opportunities, Foss.
Yeah. Jacob says, FYI, that electric unicycle is like $3,000 to $5,000. Wow. Sketchy Valley Gun says, our dog doesn't like DM Foss, it turns out.
They do say dogs are the best judge of character.
Mm.
Is your dog also upset about Foss canceling the overnight?
Well,
That's probably what it was. Dogs can sense that kind of shit.
to be fair, the dog did bark at me, but didn't bite me. Came over, sniffed my hand. Was just unsure.
Nope. Did you bark back at it?
Did you jerk really fast or try to slap the dog on the head really hard or something? Or make a lot
No.
of noise?
You should
And they
never
act
jerk
like
the
they
dog really
might
fast.
bite you. What you should do is just grab them around the throat. That'll usually stop them from doing that.
What the frick is this thing?
Kentucky Rimfire Justin's asking the question, where is Sandy Vagina? I don't know. I have not seen Sandy in a few weeks.
Mm-mm.
Or did we bore Sandy?
Flapping jacks, I'm assuming.
Maybe. Going back to what Abigail's comment about the WWF and WCW wrestler, Big Van Vader. He actually made his name in wrestling in Japan before wrestling for WCW and then WWF.
I didn't
Vader
know
was a
that,
complete
but I
badass.
presumed.
You say the guy could do a friggin' what was it? Moonsault or Shooting Star for us? I couldn't remember which one he was doing.
Moonsault.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane. A guy his size should not be doing that.
Yeah, he was
Shouldn't be doing that, but should not be able to.
Yeah, he was between 350 and 400 pounds doing a moonsault. You did not want him landing on you.
The gun snub says, I heard Sandy slipped in some syrup and got a ketchup bottle stuck somewhere. Oh, that sounds painful.
Mm-hmm. Accident, quote unquote.
Gear websites won't fix that.
I doubt it's stuck. As soon as he stands up, it'll fall free.
That's probably right.
Who was that?
Sandy Vagina,
Oh,
which is a pseudonym for someone we all know.
Yep.
Not to give it away or anything, but he may or may not have used it
holy
on Friday
crap.
Night Show many, many years ago.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who, Hillbilly?
He's Saturday night, not Sunday night.
No.
Rich basically has got his spot now, except Rich starts earlier.
No, I got my spot because he was after me.
You weren't doing your show then.
Yeah, I was doing the Sunday before him.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
It was my show, then his show.
No way.
Yep.
Abigail says there's a lot of big people in the wrestling business that can move way better than most people think at first glance.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Play Night says, tell Barbecue the patch he meant is GFE, Guns for Everyone, Isaac Chase and Edgar Antolon.
Yeah, see, Edgar, I was right.
What are you talking about?
I got my camera on right now for it.
Talking about the wrestling one?
These ones absolutely stunk. Just purely like chemical. I was sure I was going to get
got one of those somewhere. Yeah, I do. Right up there on my page.
Yeah, we got those cheap, probably from Pakistan. That's usually when those ones smell like that. But the yellow pops. Like, it is a good yellow. I haven't looked. You still have it. Is the yellow good on it? Let's see it again. Like, sometimes yellow can get white and shitty.
Uh-oh, he went dark.
Uh-oh.
While we're waiting, Sketchy Valley Gun says Sandy Vagina equal SVG? Different SVG, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Different Ginas.
Yeah, different Giant. Wow. You went there. I didn't. DJ says
similar feeling though.
So do Crump's first two. PU.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say Crump's curl really bad.
Knives is out. He says, night all. Good night, Mr. Knives. Thanks for
Night,
jumping in and
Take it
gracing
easy,
us.
See you,
Mr.
Knives.
Now we can talk about chocolate freely
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And all the free chocolate I had in the green room.
in the giveaway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
$20 worth of Dubai chocolate.
So you know what? We've been going almost a full hour, and I haven't done this yet.
Oh, who's the chicken that everyone loves? Gizzard Gary, who's 4'2" but stands above. Gizzard Gary, a ton of its wives and more to come. Gizzard Gary, who loves to give gifts to everyone. Gizzard Gary, Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway.
Hi, folks. Gizzard Gary here. Only certain people could sing a song like that. Only a true artiste,
Right.
dedicated to his craft, could do something like that. So this is the Fowl Territory prize giveaway. You've got about a minute to enter. The hashtag is #FT352. If you're out there in YouTube or Rumble or even Twitch, type that into the chat, hit enter, and you will be entered in this giveaway. 33 people currently watching, 32 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. And got a few people who aren't entered. So we're giving away the standard prize package. So there'll be a few of my stickers, a lot of DM Fossa stickers, including 2 different entire hens collections. Plus, I'll throw in a few of the new ones, nowhere near all of them, because like I say, I'd need a truck to deliver them all. Weston says, you've been doing this show every day for almost a year? That's dedication. I've been doing this show once a week, pretty much, since 2019. So this is season 8. When G-Webs advertised he needed people to go live on schedule, by golly, I was one of the first ones to sign up, and I took that to heart. I was never given a reprieve to get off of that schedule, so I still have to do my show every week. So I did not get a bye like some people. So
I still say you need to partner with a LGS.
yeah, I haven't had any luck with that. But
A lesbian gym syndicate?
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's say the parking lot full of foresters.
Man, there's a lot of lesbian hate out there tonight. What the
I don't think
heck?
it's hate. I think it's appreciation.
Oh, okay.
We all never mind. I was going to cross the
Well-
line on that one. You're
Well,
welcome.
the fact of the matter is, we have no, to my knowledge, lesbians in the audience. So if you are, wave your hand out there and let us know. Denny says leaky gut syndrome. That's just gross, man.
Oh, that's a better one.
If a channel member happens to win this giveaway, I'm going to throw in a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card. So Abigail says, I definitely appreciate lesbians. Blitz says Lizard Larry time. I can't do Lizard Larry and this song the same. I've never done them both in the same night. That can't happen. They cancel each other out. That it just won't work. Grim Reaper says you get a Forester and you get a Forester. Wow. Packrat says what's going on with Aegis? Still no word. Don't know. Skagit Valley Guns waving his hand out there. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So you all apologize to Skagit Valley Guns. You have hurt Skagit Valley Guns' feelings.
Well, we already know you are, TJ, because you admitted to having.
I think
He's got his hand
waving
up
his hand
there.
saying that he would be that LGS for you.
Could be.
Mhm.
But let's go ahead and do this drawing before we get in any more trouble, shall we? So let me
At least
go
we got
ahead.
a deal on a gym membership for you.
That too.
Mhm.
Let's do the drum roll. And let's find out who this week's winner is going to be. Who's it
Check it
going to
out.
be? It's going to be Alex Parlin. Alex Parlin, are you still out here in the chat? If you are, let us know out there in the text chat. I'm here. I won. Yay. Otherwise, we'll go on and pick somebody else here in a minute or so. So, Alex Parlin, are you here?
He's there.
He says yes. All right. So, he is indeed our winner of the Fowl Territory prize giveaway. So, congratulations, Alex Parlin. Way to go. Nobody can say you're not a winner anymore. All right. Very cool. So, let's get that off the screen. And now I've got to get a different logo up there because we are going to go to that. What they say is the second favorite part of the show. This is where we have people send their GORN into the channel. You can either email it into GORN at gizzardgary.com, or if you're on my Discord, you can put it in the GORN section of my Discord, and we'll do it there. It's free. It's free. And the link, well, it's posted there, but you can't click on that. But you can go to my description. It's there. It's also on my YouTube channel. There's a link there. So show us your GORN. We have several things that have been sent. So I know Denny. Denny's sent us something. So all right, let's take a look at this from Denny. Happy birthday, Lieutenant Dan. Don't like it?
But Lieutenant Dan got legs.
Hopefully that's an e-bike.
I don't know if they made them back then.
I don't think they did.
That console TV looks like the one my grandparents had.
Oh, every old person in the country had one of those things. Is that an old
They all
Curtis
look the
Mathis?
same.
It's almost like a Zenith or a Curtis Mathis.
Mm. They're
If you're-
heavy too.
If you're old, you know, well, they're either those or there was a super huge ones that had the stereo. You remember
Mhm.
those?
Yeah,
Just a whole wall.
Yep. Open up the top and there's a record player in it.
So we had some stuff sent to us in the text. So several things, actually. Good golly. A whole bunch. So give me a minute, because the Gun Snob has sent us several things here. You remember our friend the Gun Snob, the pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm.
Never
That
heard
one.
of her.
That one, yeah.
I hear that if you take your websites, rub it on Gun Snob's head, and then shine a light, it's the bat signal.
So here we've got some sort of small pistol. I think it's going to go bang. A little bit of recoil. Almost knocked the camera off the stand.
At least he held on to this little gun. But he's lucky. He's got that extra fat roll that absorbed
Sure.
all that energy.
Wow. So here's what he was shooting. It's that Bond Arms Cyclops Thumper 50 AE. You couldn't pay me to shoot that.
I want to
He
try and
said he was-
shoot it one-handed.
You know, he said he had to check and make sure he still had a finger.
Oh, yep. Snob's still
It's-
out there. So here's a night shot. It's kind of cool. Well, it would be cool if I could open it correctly. Here we go. Check this out. Look at the fireball. Damn.
What's an AK style fireball? Good Lord.
Well, there's probably only about a quarter-inch of barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs a gun light?
Yeah, right. That thing light up like the sun's out.
And now we've got this picture. A lot of things in this picture. Looks like a collection of lights and
Yeah,
optics. Yeah.
speaking of gun lights, yeah.
Yeah, if you're missing one, Snob's probably got one.
Looks like there's some magazines there too.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You're probably sweeping up at a range. All that stuff falls off of people's guns.
He probably cleared all that. He probably had to clean off his bench to do something, so he had to find a place to put all this stuff. He says, I have a problem. That's just all the extras thrown on the shelf in my safe. See, I told you. Those are the ones he hasn't filed down or dremeled. Okay, so here's another picture for you. This is a little bit different. We have an EAA Witness 2311 CMX 9. Very nice. Okay, and another one from the Gun Snob. Looks like a collection similar to what I have, except I think he's got a few more. Look like some North American arms on the table there. I've got at least a couple of those. I've got that one with the folding handle. That's pretty cool.
How comfortable is that to shoot? I've always wondered that.
It's not bad. Oh. He told me too late he had AI remove his hand. Too late already. Said, I sent you that not in my hand to be YouTube safe, but you showed the wrong one. Well, I'm sorry. You should have deleted the other one. Okay, so one more picture that just came in. Not real sure what we're looking at here. You tell me. Looks like a dot of some sort. Maybe, possibly. Or a magnifier of some sort. A magnifier almost. What is that?
Whose picture is it?
Snobs.
He said, Snob says it's the biggest dot he's ever seen.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one, all right.
Yeah,
It's some wish.com junk, he said.
it's big.
Oh, okay.
Use that thing as a magnifying glass.
It's a heads-up display.
Exactly. Let's go to the Discord real quick. I think there's a thing or two out in the Discord that's come in over the last week that we can send.
And I sent you an email with a picture too.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. March the 30th. That's today. Okay. This is from Foss right here. So he can even tell us what we're looking at. Okay.
It's a Cimarron 1887, 12 gauge lever action.
I'm so jelly.
It's nice. It really is.
Yeah, it looks it.
Very nice.
How long do you have to wait for that in Washington?
10 days.
I'm glad that that isn't just out on the streets.
This is from G-Webs.
It's one of them 9mm guns that everybody likes.
The Heckler and Koch SP5K is a compact civilian legal version of the iconic MP5K, built with the same roller-delayed blowback system that made the platform legendary. Chambered in 9mm, it delivers smooth recoil, consistent reliability, and a shooting experience that stands apart from typical pistol caliber platforms. That sounds like advertising speak. Wow.
Yeah, it's robots.
Oh, okay.
You think that the robots think that that's somebody live holding it because of that?
Maybe.
Let's blame it on Snob if they do shut down the show.
Yeah.
And then we have the Serbu Super Shorty. Stands out as one of those firearms that instantly grabs attention. Its compact size, unmistakable profile, and bold design make it especially appealing to collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate unusual firearms with real personality.
Well, you don't talk like that. So this one went viral for 1.8 million views, and then that one made the H&K video go viral for like 7 million views.
Wow.
Pretty fun.
Nicely done.
They need to bring the HK back in the 10mm version.
So let's go back to the email because we do have a few things out there. So here is the email from Mr. Foss. I'll come back here. Okay. Tell us about this one.
That's a Cimarron El Malo, 7.5 inch and 45 Colts.
Is that the one you're sending me?
No,
I'm pretty sure we made an agreement.
that is also
How was this one?
pretty nice. It's really smooth.
I'm again so incredibly jealous.
Basically a Colt, right?
Yeah.
Sure you want that one? What if somebody were to call your wife? Is all I'm saying. What if somebody were to call you?
What are you going to call her?
Somebody gonna go count the guns, count the guns. The single action one is new, so that's not going to hang up real quick.
Well, I have reduced the amount I have. I'm reducing the quantity and increasing the quality. So I have less guns that she didn't know about than I did before when she didn't know about them.
Bold move, Cotton. Bold move.
Mm-hmm.
So
and there's more coming.
We have this from Grim Reaper Reviews. He says, new images show B-2 Spirit bombers departing for Iran mission with unknown white patches on wings. Looks like a yellow patch almost.
Mm-hmm.
That's a delivery from Iowa.
It is.
That would be a mil-spec bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it.
But it's Air Force bacon, so it's probably already cooked. It's like that pre-cooked bacon in the package.
Okay, so this is from Block 9. And in the email, he says, looking for 43X complete slide for summer carry and change back to 48 for winter carry. Okay. All right, so have we put out the GORN fire? We had a pretty good run for GORN there for a while. Let's see. Gun Snob says, Gizzard, reading that reminded me of Rod Roddy telling what they were about to bid on. Oh,
What is
I
that?
think that is a compliment. Rod Roddy was one of the hosts of Price is Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the announcer that wore all the goofy looking jackets because he said he would never wear the same jacket twice on the show. So he always had these really weird jackets that he wore.
Kind of like Doc Severinsen.
Mm-hmm.
If you're old, you know who Doc Severinsen was.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we got another text. Okay, this is from the Gun Snob, and he's trying to be a little bit of competition to somebody here. So I don't know how well this is going to show up. It's rather tiny. Let me see if I can make it bigger. That's what she said.
Probably fake. It's probably AI generated.
For sure.
And he said, and I quote, me trying to get in on G-Web's views.
Except I took that video and put it on my channel and then asked people to comment on my repost. So hopefully
That works too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
For people that don't know, a bunch of people at SHOT Show found out. They talked to the people at Facebook and it got their channels like unblacklisted. So almost everybody except Gizzard at this point, right, has been unblacklisted, and they keep messing with Gizzard for some reason.
I just got taken off today again, so
That means you're good or you're not good.
I'm good right now.
Okay, so
We'll see how long I go, but I'm good right this
well,
this
those of
minute
us
anyway.
that don't go do crazy things on our channel are seeing interesting phenomenons over there. So I used to hate Facebook, and now it's one of my favorite places to hang out because it's so awesome over there now. But now it's crazy. They're letting guns do their thing. So one, if you like looking at guns, they're allowing us to actually post all the shit we can't post on YouTube, basically, like everything. And you don't have to go to like Rumble to do it. It's Facebook, so it's not ideal, but they're paying the people to put gun stuff up there. So it's pretty cool.
But there's what I got today. It says, way to go. Your page is recommendable. Keep taking good care of your page with safe moderation. We're suggesting your page to people we think will like it. Nice.
So how do you get them to do that?
I have no idea. They usually knock me down for a week, tell me that they can't be recommended. I have to sit for a week or two, and then they all of a sudden it's recommended again magically, and then 2 days later it'll be out again. So,
But the people at SHOT Show gave a group of people that met them the email address. So then, and the people that were you there, Gizzard? But you weren't. Actually. So it was at some party I don't go to, so I only heard about it. But the people at the party, evidently, the guys from Facebook would go, "What's your channel name?" Click, 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 and then boom, their channel's unlocked. Or like what Gizzard would just show in there. I don't use Facebook until like 5 days ago because I hated it. I used to hate it. I like it a lot now. But back then, when I used to hate it, I never paid attention. But if you dig into the very complicated settings and like different control panels that they give you, somewhere in there, it tells you, like what Gizzard was looking at, it's in there, is it if you're recommendable, right? Like if you can be monetized, sort of like if you're good or bad. And
yeah, there's two different things. You can be suspended. I wasn't suspended. It's just that my recommendations were suspended.
We were like, it's not like really blacklisted, but we were blacklisted. Like we couldn't be recommended. And
I couldn't be shown to anybody who wasn't already a follower. So if you were somebody new, you'd never see my stuff. So I'd never grow.
Never go out there.
Right.
And it was like that for all the gun channels. Except that when these people from Facebook, I think it was like 2 or 3 people, right? They would go around and meet people and have a conversation and go, okay. And then they would turn them on and then show them. And then look, now you can be recommended. And then some people from Oklahoma, days later, they're making millions and millions of views. And they're at hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers out of nowhere. And every post that they're doing is like going viral. It's really crazy. So
from seriously trapped after that too.
Now, Snob says, I didn't go to the party either. We met with him in the media room.
So the guys were walking around. But yeah, it was pretty neat. And for me, it was just, I've seen these guys doing well. So I was like, oh, I'm going to try. So last week I posted some stuff to actually try. And it took about a week to catch. And when it catched, it catched. So I like Facebook a lot now. So if you've been like on the fence with Facebook, go check it out. There's probably a lot more gun stuff to enjoy. Or if you're a content creator, get the hell over to Facebook. There's money over there.
Now, this may or may not be a coincidence, but last night I did go in and change my banner page because I had that AI cartoon of me with George. And maybe Facebook doesn't like AI. I don't know. But
they're probably dog people.
I redid it, and I've got a new theme that says EDC product reviews and 2A live streams. New gear, old wisdom. Always be prepared. And that's on every one of my social medias now. So
it's because you covered up the gun. Now it's not a
I didn't say gun. I said EDC. Let's see if it likes EDC better than.
I'm saying your D, though. It covers up the horrible gun on the chicken.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We'll see. Maybe it likes EDC better than gun reviews and stuff like that. So I wanted to use a term that was more generic so it would encompass, guns, knives, gear. So EDC basically takes all of that in. So it's not like I'm trying to hide being a gun channel. It's just I'm more than just a gun channel. So, and then I took a swipe at myself and my age with new gear, old wisdom. So everybody can get a laugh out of that. But
no, I like that line. That's good.
And then always be prepared. That's my advice. Whatever, whether you carry a knife, carry a gun or whatever, make sure you're prepared because you never know what's going to happen. That's why we're gun people after all.
Carry a big stick.
That and we like guns. Well, as some people out in the media like to say, we've got unusual aversion to guns or something like that, or a wet spot for guns, whatever you want to say, folks. And I was going to talk about an article I found today, but we've gone way past that. But anyway, we've had more fun doing what we're doing tonight. And that being said, folks, it's just about time for me to go across the panel and ask them, what did you learn? Because after all, this is an educational thing we do here. So I ask each of my panelists, what did you learn during tonight's show? And then they get to plug their channel or whatever else they want to plug. So Guns and Barbecue, I ask you now, what did you learn?
I learned that DM Foss got rid of some guns to acquire even fancier guns. I had no idea he was doing such a thing. So that's what I learned.
Okay, fair enough. So what's going on your fine channel? Tell us.
One day I'll get back to having a live stream.
Well, that's better than some of us.
Yeah. But this past Thursday still was not working out the way I needed it to. Like I said, a lot of stuff going on with home life currently. So just keep your eyes peeled. I might have a show out this Thursday. We'll see.
I hope so. Looking forward to it. Thank you for being here. And we've got the goddamn bacon out there in the chat. And he says, only have been caught off guard without my EDC chicken sandwich. Never again. The Gun Snob says, I went from 1,900 followers on Facebook to almost 180K since January. Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty. Now, G-Web says, I've got 80,000 over the weekend on the FB. Wow.
Yeah, I went from 20 to I'm just hit 1,000. But I'm at about 1,000 an hour right now. It's been growing 1,000 an hour since Saturday morning.
Let's see where I'm at. I'm looking at my insights right now. Let's see. Oh, that's views. I want to go to audience.
I've been tagging you. Start posting some more knife videos so I can keep tagging you.
Let's see. In this month, I went from 1175 to 1190. So I've gained 15 followers. Wow. Baby steps, folks. Baby steps.
Yeah, but you just sit there doing nothing, and then all of a sudden it hits, and then it's fun. It hits.
So, Rich White, what did you learn?
I learned that Jacob really needs to learn more about old cars.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
So what's going on the Unloaded Media channel?
Well, we got the show Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on the Unloaded Media channel. We call it This Week Unloaded. You don't know what we're going to talk about on that show. Last night we discussed whether veterans should automatically be categorized as having the training necessary to get their concealed carry license. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
So, yeah.
I voted in that poll, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, we ran a poll and it came out 50-50. 50 yes and 50 no, which I thought was surprising. I thought that we would get more yes votes, honestly. But I also prefaced it with the understanding that some people are going to believe that concealed carry permits are an infringement in the first place. But putting that aside, so for anybody out there, so that believes that permits are an infringement, which I think everybody on the panel probably does. But
No, they're not an infringement. What are you talking about? I cannot double advocate that. I'm sorry.
I had to go to a gun range at 5 yards and 10 yards and hit a target about the size of my side wall over here. So it wasn't that difficult. But yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else?
We also talked about food last night too. Somehow it always turns into a food chat.
Well, Sunday night, yeah,
It's got to be something about Sunday night, right?
Right. That other guy ain't doing a show anymore.
I know, right? The guy who knows about food isn't doing his show anymore, so the food chat migrated over to my show apparently.
Sandy B. Jana isn't doing.
No.
Huh.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for being here. Speaking of not doing shows, DM Foss, what did you learn?
I'm also not learning nothing.
Oh, I see how you are. Well, do you have anything coming up on your channel? I know you're still doing some static stuff, aren't you?
Well, first off, I'd like to say that I fully support our scissoring sisters out there, and any comment was not meant in a derisive manner. It was all in fun to include everyone.
Oh my God.
I would like to motion and second that.
Yes, we got to improve the inclusivity on the show.
Fair enough.
I got a video, a short, coming out tomorrow, and then one later in the week. A couple shorts
Cool
next
beans.
week.
Whatever you do, stay subscribed to DM Foster's channel. That is not permission for you to unsubscribe from him just because he's no longer doing live shows. So
A shout out to Skagit Valley Guns, who helped me kind of get all the horse trading and selling stuff, acquiring stuff. Because I've got a few more guns coming that I have to wait 10 days for safety.
It's like a junkie buttering up his dealer.
yeah.
Well,
Thank you so much for hooking me up.
Yeah.
I'm going to collect every other thing I got that's copper and bring it to you. And then
every time I talk to him, if I mention anything, just in passing, I can see what price I can get for you. I mean, that El Malo, that I made a joke. We were talking about something, and I made a joke, and he's like, "Well, I can make that happen," and he did.
Well, if you already have double thoughts on it, I'll take it off your hands for like $200. No big deal.
No, it's
Throw it in the
nice. It's smooth. It's really smooth.
205. Now we can't be having bidding wars. They're gonna accuse us of doing firearm sales here, and we're joking, folks. We're joking, and nobody mentioned it.
Got a lever gun coming, and 45 Colt, and I bought a Colt Kodiak.
Wow.
It
So
is
jealous.
nice. It is nice.
Skagit Valley Gun says, price is too good to pass up. There you go. Take your word for it.
Contact them today.
Alrighty. But wait, if you order before midnight, you'll also receive. Block 9 said he sent us one more GORN. Do we have time for one more GORN? Do we? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You don't got nothing else to do.
Well, we're already over time, but there's no limit. I set the limit, so I can violate it anytime I want to. But we have the Glock 40. Look at the optic on that. Oh my gosh.
Gary's
It's
an
huge.
equal opportunity violator.
That's a Guns and Barbecue optic.
That is, man.
What am I missing?
A rifle optic on a high point 40.
a loophole optic on a
Yeah.
I will allow it.
Cost 5 times as much as the gun it's on.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I think that was worth breaking form for. We'll allow it.
That is how
Okay.
you become a pirate, folks.
That's right. Last but not least, G-Webs. What did you learn?
The stamps went up so much.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, he really went back to early in the chat for that one. I like it.
Mhm.
It bothers me. I
He
don't have
was
that many of
paying
those
attention.
forever stamps left. I'm wondering how much it's going to cost me to buy it. I mean, those were like a book at the time, and I think they were 50 cents when I was like, I'm not paying more than 50 cents for stamps ever. I'm just going to buy like $50 worth or whatever. And
I hear
how many
tell,
years later-
I won't tell you where I heard this, but I hear tell that there are people selling forever stamps on Amazon for less than face value.
Amazon. No.
Amazon.
Yours perked up. That's
How in the
good.
world are they doing that?
I have no idea. I happen to know somebody. I'm not going to say who because I might get somebody in trouble. It's somebody I know personally. that
Chinese
bought a whole
counterfeit.
bunch of them.
You should put out a link for those, Gary.
I don't have a link,
No.
but
There-
they can be had, and they're evidently, supposedly, legitimate postage. I don't know how they do it, but
There was a
Well,
report.
simple. If somebody bought them when they were like a quarter and bought $1,000 worth or
I
something.
suppose.
Now they could sell them for 50 cents and get $2,000 out of it. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, but there was a report like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago on X from one of the news sites that the post office is considering doing away with the forever stamps. That they'll honor the ones that are already in circulation, but they're
Buy a
considering not
bunch
selling them anymore.
now. Buy a bunch
Yep.
now.
Panic buy.
Dude, if there's 75 cents for a stamp, it's totally worth it. I mean, I don't use them obviously that often, but yeah, I
You-
bought them for like probably less than 50 cents or 50 cents.
You can buy rolls. You don't have to just get the books.
Mm.
A roll of
I bought
100.
stickers, so you don't have to lick nothing. But I guess they make rolls like that too.
Yeah, the rolls are stickers.
So, you got anything coming up on your channel?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm
you.
all about Facebook. YouTube that hates guns can go suck a butt. They have lives. That's about the only thing good.
Speaking of my
On
knife
Facebook,
videos, I did post 2 links tonight on my Facebook of knife videos I did this evening. So if you're looking for something to share, just
Oh,
say it.
somebody gets Civivis. I haven't gotten any Civivis, so somebody gets Civivis that nobody else gets.
Well, somebody has 80,000 viewers on Facebook, and some of us have listened to
You know how many
that.
Civivis I'm going to get now? I'm going to go put a Civivi links up.
But you could buy all the Civivis you want to with the $1 million a year you're making now. So Snob says, "Don't say that in front of our resident YouTube apologist." G. Wow.
Jeez.
He's
Yeah.
getting him confused with Clover now.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't. Is he here? Nobody said nothing about 22, so we're safe.
no,
Yeah.
we're good.
Don't say it anymore.
Don't
Don't-
say it
don't-
anymore. Yeah, because you say it 3 times, you'll like Beetlejuice, you know. Anyway,
22 is the amount of subscribers that Rich White has.
oh, that's true. Yeah,
Ouch.
that's true. It's mean, but it's true. Anyway,
Sometimes the truth hurts.
that's Snob says there's supposed to be a comma before G. Don't say that in front of our resident YouTube apologist, G. So don't say that to Clover, is what he's saying. Okay.
Ah,
Punctuation matters.
Yes, it
Mhm.
does. It
Yes, very much
definitely.
so.
So I would like to thank my panelists for a great show tonight. Thanks to everybody out there in the audience for watching. People out there on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch, thank you very much. Thanks to everybody for leaving comments. Thanks to everybody for sending Gorn. And a special thanks to all those people down below, including Weston, because I went ahead and put his name on here. It's not in the right place, but I did get him on here. He won't be in the end credits, but he will be next week. So anyway, thanks to everybody who supports the channel. I certainly do appreciate it. For my
You're
channel
welcome.
members, we will be here Wednesday night for the members only chat where we're giving away yet another knife. So I'm really not supposed to say that. Calamity Jean's out there, by the way. Hello, Calamity. Got here just in time to say goodbye, but she gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And she's a channel member too. So anyway, Snob says, come follow me on Facebook like you need followers. Yeah.
In Calamity, you can go ahead and watch the replay with Oscar and be perfectly safe.
That's true. I did not do a goat scream all night. I did do a few gongs, but no, I knew you weren't out here, so you weren't going to be able to appreciate it anyway. So, yeah, a goat screamless night, unless I threw one in at the last minute, but I won't do that. I won't do that because I respect Calamity this once. Anyway, so thanks to everybody out there. You channel members, come by Wednesday night and check us out. That is right after Ron Wayne's members chat. If you're a member of both channels, you get twice as many chances for giveaways and stuff like that. So anyway, a little bit of a plug for Ron Wayne there. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to get off here. And I want to, whoa, hold on. Uh-oh. Now he's done it.
No, because you promised her.
Yeah, but look what he went and did.
Yeah, he's antagonizing.
That is a $2 super chat from the Gun Snob. Now I'm obligated. I'm contractually obligated now.
$98 more to go and get me off the panel, folks. You got time.
She says, "Oh Lord, have mercy." Hide your cats. That's all I got to. There it is. All right. Hillbilly says a company got busted and shut down in Berryville, Arkansas for buying cheap stamps online. Come to find out they were counterfeit. Wow.
How is that their fault?
Yeah. Berryville, Arkansas is a cool place. Not only is I think Wilson and Nighthawk there, but they got a really cool museum there that has some really cool collection from a guy who passed away a long time ago and left the museum to the town. So if you can ever get anywhere near there, it's on the south of Hillbilly.
So anyway, Calamity says, been on a road trip. Sorry to miss the mayhem. Well, you can either watch in replay or we'll see you either Wednesday night or next Monday or both, hopefully. So anyway, somebody, G-Web's posting links about a Camaro out there. Okay. Anyway.
No, these are everybody's Facebooks.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Hillbilly's got a weird Facebook. Camaro.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
I don't even remember what my Facebook is. I haven't been on it in how long.
Snub says,
Dude,
I
it's
didn't
totally-
know there was a museum there.
Yeah, the Saunders Museum, I think it is. It's totally worth going to. It's got a.
Does the snob know what a museum is?
Oh, that's a good point. This is
That's
like
true.
like the J.M. Davis Museum, except half the size, maybe a little bit less. It was a millionaire guy who was single, married, like Gizzard's age, married a billionaire lady who was single. So they get married at like later in life, let's say, but he's got millions and she's got billions, and this is back in like the 20s or something. So they
Isn't
just
that some
traveled.
crap?
Huh?
Just, said, isn't that some crap? You're loaded with millions, and you still got to find a sugar mama.
Right, exactly. So they go around the world gathering up stuff
I'm up
and
for
bringing it back to Berryville, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Make a museum and then leave the town. Their house is the town, like what do they call it? Like the mayor's office and all that, like the town city hall or something. And then they left a bunch of land so that they could build and then they built buildings and put the museum. And so what it was is he worked for Colt. He was a famous shooter, and like he was a millionaire or whatever, but he was a famous shooter back in the olden days. And Colt would have him test their guns. Like he was like a product tester for Colt. So he was kind of like Gizzard for like what Gizzard does for Zabibi, except for Colt. So Colt would give him every gun that they made and like get his opinion on it. So his collection is every gun Colt ever made, but kind of like pre-production, like, serial number 4 or whatever of everything. And then because he was a rich dude and he traveled around, he went to like Sitting Bull and bought his stuff off of him and like went to Annie Oakley and got like a gun gifted to him. So like all of his stuff is like super cool, like specimens of gun history. And it was either because he like went to the source and just bought it from like the prince or whatever, or was gifted it by a prince. Like he has a whole bunch of stuff that when he would go to like Saudi Arabia or whatever back in the day, like the Middle East, he would just trade with the sheiks. They'd be like, oh, you have a Colt, whatever, and we'll give you this weird thing, and he would just trade and bring all that shit home. Anyway, it's a museum with all that. And there's just these 2 old ladies that run it that will take you around and talk to you all day about everything in there. It's super fun. It's like 80% guns and then some of the other stuff like furniture and weird shit that they brought back.
Snob says, I did a house for a guy a few years back that had just retired from being a gunsmith for Wilson. Needless to say, my guys had to do all the work while I sat around and talked to the dude.
That's cool.
Yeah. And real quick, for you ladies out there who may not have caught it, Gary just submitted, if you have money, he's available.
That's right.
Are you willing to marry a billionaire and travel around the world?
Call me.
It's going to be a lot of work, Gary.
You gotta. That's the old-fashioned way of saying a phone. You got to do it the new way.
Age is just a number.
Call me.
There you go.
Yeah, something like that. All right, let's get out of here. All right, guys, join me in saying good night to everybody, and we will end this stream. So, good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Support your local forester driver.
Deep. That's all, folks.